Hi YouTube world. I'm going live today because we're going to be talking about designs. And I have a friend who we've been chatting back and forth, and she started by watching my videos, and she sent me a picture of a bracelet that I made a very long time ago. And she was like, how would I start about going, doing this? Was it soldered? Is it just wire wrapped? How would you even start? I'm going to show you the bracelet she sent me. I try to have everything on my computer, so it's not going to be perfect for you guys, but okay. So this is the bracelet that she's wondering about, and I sold it a long time ago. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you guys. I'm going to show you more pictures from different angles, because I think that helps. And another picture. I just have one more picture after that. Okay. Last picture, okay guys? But anyway, so those showed you the bracelet in different angles. But so yeah, I thought today I would talk about designing bracelets, I guess. I'm going to use that one as a base and then go ahead and... Sorry, got distracted. I'm trying to turn on this video on my laptop so I can answer you guys' questions when they come up. I haven't seen any yet, but yeah, so designing can be difficult, but it's a lot of fun for me. Usually I just I like to be inspired by nature, and I know everybody else is inspired by different things, but so, right, when I do bracelets like that, which I have done in the past, and I have some progress photos of a different bracelet that I made. I don't have any progress photos of that bracelet because that was taken on a different laptop and that one died, but I've saved it because a friend of mine says that he can pull the photos off the hard drive. So I'm just saving it until he and I meet up someday and he's gonna pull them off for me. But so in the meantime, I have another bracelet that I based kind of off of that, but this one was a symmetrical bracelet. That one was a complete freeform bracelet, and it was a lot of fun, guys. But I do have my original sketch for that bracelet. You guys are gonna laugh at it because it's just two swirly lines. Hi. Yes, baby. Say hi. Hi. So I am going to show you guys those step-by-step for that other bracelet. You think you're cute. You have grass. Thank you. Alrighty, here's those bracelets. Oh yep, we're gonna knock over the camera. So this one is 2 wires. I based it on 2 wires. Hold on, sweetie. Oops, I hit myself. So I did the center there, and then, whoop, that one comes this way, and then, hold on, I lost myself. Yeah. Thank you guys. My baby is taking the phone. I'm just using a chicken noodle can to hold up the phone. Uh-oh. Sorry guys. Technical difficulties. Okay, back to this basic. Alright, so this one, yeah, I did the loop in the center, which I did just for the stone, to hold the stone. I wanted the stone to be able to rest on top of it, so you can see the copper just underneath it, but it doesn't fall through. And this is 14 gauge that I used as this base. And so I brought this, yeah, that one just does that. Okay, and then the big base came down like this and up and around. And I did open this section right here to be able to fit that one down into it. I felt that it helped the bracelet to be more flush throughout the whole thing. So that was how I did that, and I made marks on it with my Sharpie so that I could keep it as level as possible while I was creating. Really? Yep. Alright, so next photo. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Okay, I'm going to be putting all these pictures that I'm showing you guys on a separate video so you guys can see them a lot better and you don't have the reflections of the sky. They all have holes in them. The bead here has a hole, you'll be able to see on the picture, has a drill right at the top. And then these two are center drilled stones. These wires are 20 gauge. And I just kind of looked at it and was trying to figure out where I wanted things to be at. And so these loops I'm going to start up here, I think is where I put them. And then those ones I was thinking down there or something, but I really just kind of looked to see where it needed to be filled in. And this is the part that I went freeform with. But I attached these two pieces together already using 26 gauge. You can see I just wove them together. Okay, next one. Yeah, okay, so here's where I started adding the 20 gauges in. And I used the wire to attach this one right here, and I wrapped it up here, and that was where I attached those. And then I had a second wire that came down beneath, and I finished it here on those beads. I'm not sure if you can see what I'm saying. Like this is one wire, and then I had a second wire underneath that I attached all of these particles with. And then these ones are not yet attached, but I will take a separate wire, and I weave details in between here as I attach the wires as I move. Okay, so there's another next picture. So you can see I added this side, but not that side. So I just laid it down, and I started a wire here, and I did my details, well, not that one, but I came down this way, and I attached them, joined them again to each other, and then joined those pieces, and then I finished it with a bead. And I added a little bit more on this picture up here. Alright, and I'm looking, okay. This one's hard to see because it's on top of gravel. I was at my neighbor's house when I took this picture. But I added the other side to it, so now they're looking symmetrical again. And when you're doing freeform, if you're wanting them to be symmetrical, I find it easier to do one side or part of one side and then do, you know, the other side, instead of completing it all. And then you're like, oh crap, what did I do on that side? Because I've done that before. So I would just do them in steps. Alright, let's see. Alright. And now on this one, I have a wire along the bottom. And I'm trying to see, oh yeah, I added another element. I added a little swirly on that side and this side. And I used a extra wire to wrap them together there. Okay, I started up here, I see. Started up there. That one I think I wrapped with a separate wire. But, I don't know, I haven't been paying attention to my own dang photos. Sorry guys. And then here's the finished product. The finished bracelet. So I will definitely put those in a separate video, and I'll make them really slow and maybe type out a few steps of what I did, but I did this a good 4 years ago, that bracelet, and it has long been since sold. But, okay, so now you guys have seen that. So that's how I do those styles of bracelets. Let me see if I can find my live video. Hey, there's my live video. Good, now I can talk to you guys. Alright, now my daughter put dirt on top of all of my pictures, my pages. But I have sketchbooks that I got out for you guys. Dust off all of my old sketchbooks. Okay, for that bracelet that I showed you in the very beginning, that is it. Woohoo. That was my original sketch. I think I made another one or changed it slightly. But what I ended up doing, the only difference was I think that on one of these I made a loop. I'd have to go back and look at my pictures, but it really was just course I didn't erase like it looks dumb. But I measured it 1.25 inches by 6 inches long. And I do, like you saw in the other pictures, I do wrap them while they're still flat and then curve them. If you are going to be setting a loose gemstone that does not have any holes drilled in it, you're going to want to start to curve the center before you set the stone, because when you curve, you pull the wires apart, and whatever you wired onto it to hold it down could actually open up and let the stone loose. It's the same with rings, and I have a whole bunch of videos coming up for rings. But so here are bracelet ideas! Yay! Oh, I'm wearing this necklace for a reason. Sorry, we're gonna talk about that one too. But so this is my attempt at being symmetrical on both sides, and I eventually just gave up, and I found that it's easier for me to just sketch one side at a time. So that's what you see here. And there's another idea, but that one never came to fruition. But yep, so here's these. And I have used those ideas in the past. Alright, see if I have any more bracelet ideas. Here's one. I actually did that one for a friend of mine. But so I start with a base, and then I start weaving in where I think it needs filled in. And so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna actually sketch out. I brought a stone somewhere. I have no idea where it's at. I'm probably sitting on it. There it is. I found it. This little guy right here. See if you guys can see it. This is just a hydro quartz. It's just like a raspberry rubellite. It's not a true ruby color. I have some lab rubies that are just gorgeous. But these ones are cheaper. So we're just gonna play with a little hydro quartz today, and we're gonna draw a picture. But before we do that, I am gonna do the necklace, talk about the necklace, because this is again the same idea as I did with the first bracelet. Is I make layers. Hi! And I have in here somewhere my original idea for this necklace. And this necklace was published in the December or January issue. I don't even know, guys. I feel so silly. I need to look back. But I think it was January issue of Artisan Jewelry Times of 2016. I don't know. I'll look it up. I feel really silly now because I don't even know. I just feel like it's been long enough that I've kind of forgotten. I'm just so scatterbrained today. Right. Let me find... Okay, so here's my original idea. Just a bunch of scribbles. And then here is my second and my third idea. So you can see I refined it. And I used colored pencils to mark my wires as layers because I didn't want to lose my vision in this and be like, where did that wire attach to? So I used colored pencils. So that's a big helping hint if you guys ever need to. You can see the colored pencils. Yes, sweetie.
Mom?
Yes.
Mom?
Yes.
Hi.
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 See, here's another bracelet idea that I have. It's just, alright. So I just scribble them down. Alright, so now we're going to find a blank piece of paper somewhere.
Mom.
Yep, that's your mom. She sees me on the YouTube. Alright, I have a blank sheet of paper. I have my stone. Again, I've lost it somewhere. Of course. Where did I put it? Ah, found it. So unorganized. You guys should see my studio. And my daughter stole my pencil, but I have it back. There's your pencil, honey. Alright, so you'll want to know first how long you want your bracelet and how wide you want your bracelet. I know that each of these...
Honey.
Sorry, guys. Ah! My daughter. Alright, set you all back up. Sponsored by. Okay. So, I know that each of these squares is a 1/4 inch. I have pre-measured it and spilled water on it. So, hold on. Where's your pencil? Oh, I also have an eraser. Because even though I scribble a lot, I try to make my scribbles make sense to me. So. Uh-oh, my pencil disappeared again. Where did your pencil go? Oh, it's over there. Pardon me for 2 seconds, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta reach. Okay. I got a pencil. Alrighty. I'm gonna start by marking corners. Turn, you guys can be with me, alright, y'all? Alright. So I'm gonna make a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, that's 1 inch, you see? So then I'm gonna count out 6 inches. Hold on, that's 5, right? So let's do 6. And I want it 1 inch high. So now I've got the basis for my bracelet. 6 inches by 1 inch high. Hi, sweetie. You want to play in the hose? Not right now. It's still like 92 degrees today in Texas. It's still really hot out. You're interrupting. You want to play in the hose, I understand. The hose. So here's the center of the bracelet. Hold on, I had it and I lost it. There it is. And there's the top. Can you guys hear me? I'm talking away and I'm so sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna get an idea of where I want my stone to be. I'm trying to show you guys. And I'm just gonna trace an outline of it real quick, okay guys? Okay, it's a terrible outline, but you kind of get the idea. And now, here's the cheating part. Since I'm going to be doing a symmetrical bracelet, no, I've changed my mind. We are going to do asymmetrical today. We're just going to go for it. Alright, I like the outsides to have big swooping circles. So I'm going to put a big swoop. Alright, I'm trying to decide if I want to make a coil there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have this one be a curl. And I can bring this wire underneath this and we'll do like a swirl here, okay? So there's one wire. We're gonna need to swirl a big loop on the other side. I'm gonna have it come this way. It can go underneath again and come up on this side. See, this is where colored pencils come in handy because these two kind of blur together, those wires. Oh, she's taking the can again. Hold on. And anyway, so now I need something that's gonna set that stone. So I like to just do the typical pear background like what I did. It's really easy and kind of cliche, but it holds it in really well, so I don't have to worry about it. So I am just gonna pretend that the pear is already my piece, and since I have an empty space here, I'm gonna fill it in, and I have an empty space down here. So those are where I'm gonna, oops, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I have an empty space up here and an empty space down there. So I'm gonna fill those in. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna curve it down and up. So I've got that one right there. And then this one, I'm just gonna do one big swirl. I could probably make it bigger like that if I wanted. See, eraser. Eraser time! Let me erase so you guys can see my scribbles. I can hear my puppies barking now. Okay. Alright, so now let's fix what I wanted. Sorry. Okay, and then this is gonna go here. Alright, so there's our base. That's gonna be 3 wires. And I'm either gonna do them in 16 or 14 gauge. I don't know which I will do. So this will be, I guess, an upcoming tutorial for you guys. I'll just take this video further, and I'll go ahead and do this for you guys on a tutorial. But so you're gonna, you know, decide which one's gonna be on top and which one's gonna be underneath. And if you aren't ready to weave them together yet, you can take little pieces of copper and just wrap them. I call it temporary binding. Just wrap them at a few points, you know, like here and there and down here, just so that they hold together. See, these two are gonna have to be, they would make a really pretty like wrap right through there, because you're gonna have two wires run together. And you could put, you know, you could put like a round bead here, you know, a larger bead or something else there. And, you know, when you get your 20 gauge, hi Paige! Sorry, I'm still working, okay. But yeah, that's how I do it. I start with the base. I start by creating a sturdy base. And then I can take my 20 gauges and I can even, I use both. I've done it with Swarovski crystals too, which they don't have drilled, you know, the big fancy stones don't have drills in them. Drills don't have drills. They don't have holes drilled in them. Pardon my children, they're playing soccer. And apparently one of them isn't sharing. But what I'm using today, Paige, if you're asking, is this raspberry hydrothermally grown quartz. It's just really pretty. They're nice and sturdy. I like them. They're relatively cheap. Alright, so that's going to go in the middle there. I don't have any smaller beads that are the same color, but I bet you I could get some Swarovski beads that are very similarly colored to this. I should do that. I should look that up. Well, I'll have to, because I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna make this tutorial for you guys. So that'll be awesome. But yeah, so you can buy copper beads in different sizes and you can also weave. Where'd my pencil go? Okay. So in reality, when I make this, I'll probably bring this loop further down to fill in some space there. And this is the great thing about refining. Yeah, but it is more difficult to wrap them without holes in them. But yeah, if you wanted to do this without a drilled bead, like if we're going to use like a Swarovski crystal or like an actual gemstone, when you do your 20 gauge, let's say you wrap a 20 gauge on the bottom here, you could like do a swirl and then come up, I don't know, and do something like that. I don't know, can you see my scribbles? And, you know, and then you've got room here. You could do another 20 gauge and, you know, put a bead here, and that would be really cool to put another 20 gauge like there. Like you can just start filling in, and I just weave as I go. I cut like 2 to 3 feet of wire and I just weave different spaces. And if you're gonna do freeform / asymmetrical, whatever that, you know, we're doing today, then you don't have to match the sides, you just go as you go. So you can start at the end if you want. I don't know, I like to start in the center. I don't know why, it's just my preference. But you could start on the end and be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have a thingy here and do that or something like that. You can't even see what I'm drawing because it's off screen. But you can just go for it, you know? And that's one of the things I love about wire. Okay. Is Bubba not nice to you? Is Bubba not nice to you? Oh my gosh. Well guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. Oh, I know. And I will definitely be making that tutorial with the bracelet that we talked about tonight. This is just how I get started designing. And yes, I know, sweetie. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. I am working on a video right now with some earrings in it, and I've only got one side done because they're asymmetrical earrings. And so I've only got one side done, but I'm finishing the other one this week, okay? I promise, guys. Alright, she needs me, so Mom to the rescue! Bye, guys.